Peace to you, brothers. I just wanted to address two subjects. I'm not going to hold you long, but I just want to talk about smoking weed and drinking. Is it a sin? The answer is no and no. Brothers, it's time to tell the truth. And the truth is the only thing that's going to stand. And I know it's going to be a lot of self-righteous, a lot of over-righteous brothers who's watching this video. Is going to be saying things to themselves like, nigga, you don't need to be telling brothers that. They're going to continue to do the things that they be doing. They're going to continue to drink. They're going to continue to smoke weed, whatever like that. Hey, we got to tell the truth. I've been, for you brothers who've been on my channel for a while or follow me on Facebook, I've been telling you for a very long time now. It is my job to tell the brothers that you got to serve your God. Today is the day to serve your God. Tomorrow is not promised to us. So, and I know a lot of you brothers struggle with smoking weed and drinking. And that's holding you back from wanting to serve the Most High. Some of you say to yourself, I got to stop smoking this weed, man. I got to stop drinking. And then maybe I serve God. No. Today is the day. That's a trap from the devil. And don't worry about them brothers and sisters out there who so-called go to church or whatever and gonna look at you some kind of way. Forget about them. Forget about anybody who's gonna think bad about you. You got children to raise. You got a wife to lead. You got your woman you gotta lead. We don't know the time of the hour. We all trying to make it in. So you don't got time to waste. Now, I want to just bring out a couple scriptures to you, brothers. Ephesians chapter 5, verses 18. It says, don't get drunk with wine, but what? Be sober. Paul didn't say, don't drink, but be sober. He said, don't get drunk, because that's the sin. There's nothing wrong with drinking a little bit. Now, once you start getting drunk, then that's when you done sin. You done went off. Me, I never drunk a day in my life. I'm sorry. I never got drunk before. Excuse me. But I may drink a little bit of wine, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I drink a little bit. But I never got drunk a day in my life. Never smoked any weed ever in my life. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 23. He said, stop drinking so much water, but drink a little bit of wine so it can help your illness. Help the insides of your body. That's what young Timothy was saying to the people. You understand that? So they drunk wine in the Bible. It's all throughout the scriptures. And for you brothers who think you know the Bible, talking about, well, there was no alcohol in it. Yes, it was. It was alcohol in it. It was fermented. I don't even drink that much. I don't know much about alcohol. But I know when wine sit out and we know what time it is years later, it gets better and better. And I'm not even a drinker like that. It was alcohol in it. It was our custom. It was in our ancestors, our history. We drunk wine and alcohol. The sin was just getting drunk. You can't get drunk. So don't let nobody fool you. Just try your best to keep from getting drunk. The great book of Proverbs says, wine is a mocker and beer is a brawler. Which means that if you drink an excess amount of it, it'll mess with your brain. You can get violent. And we already know that. We see it all the time. Nigga get so drunk, they get to fighting with other people, get to talking the junk, saying the wrong thing to the wrong person, and get knocked out. Niggas start talking to other brothers' girlfriends and wives and stuff because they so drunk, they so high. It make you do things that you shouldn't be doing anytime you excess over something. So that's where the sin come in at. And that weed thing, I know that's a tough one. There's nothing wrong with smoking a little weed every now and then. But you brothers get outrageous with it. Everything that start trending, we start doing it and we go overboard. But a lot of you brothers, you lust over things. That's where the sin come in at. Just like you can lust over a man's woman, you can lust for weed, you can lust for anything. So once you get to the point where you buying so much weed that you neglecting what you're supposed to do, like taking care of your family, providing for your children, providing for yourself. Anytime you buying weed all the time, but you don't have a car, you don't have your own place. You bumming over your girl, you bumming over some other girl, using her for her crib. So whenever you put anything before what you're supposed to be doing, and you act like you gotta have it, and you indulge in too much of it, that's when you're sinning. And most of you brothers doing that when it comes to weed. You're smoking too much. Now, I recommend don't smoke weed at all because it messes with your brain cells. Lost the memory. You forget things. You don't be in your right mind a lot of time because you're so high. And we can't afford that as so-called black men because you know we on enemy lines in America. We at the bottom. Everywhere we go, everybody's against us. So we need to be level-headed at all times. And the less amount that you smoke, the greater chance you will have a level head. And that's what we need. We face so many things out here in the world that we need to be sober. We need to be in our right mind as so-called black men. Because we trying to get to a certain place. We're trying to build our families. We're trying to raise our children right. We're trying to be successful on our jobs. We're trying to run our own businesses. But if we ain't in our right mind, anything can happen. Because people are always trying to get us. They do because we are the head. It's something about the black man. You know, we're unique, y'all. So I want to broach the subject today because you brothers who indulge in this weed and drinking too much, and you're doing it the wrong way by staying drunk all the time, and you being so high that it messing your brains up and messing your body up. You need to calm down and get your mind right. None of us are perfect, that's for sure. And we're trying to do the best that we can do. And that's all we can do. But I want you brothers to like I said, to realize that drinking a little bit is not a sin. Smoking a little bit is not a sin. Now I can right now, and I recommend to do both less as possible because I want my brothers to be in their right mind. I want all of us to win. I care about you brothers, and I want you brothers, number one, is to start serving your God. The God of the Bible. And just because you drink a little bit and you're smoking a little weed, don't mean you can't serve him. No, you know what I'm saying? You're not less than. And what kill me, man, a lot of these brothers, you know, they might be drinking a little bit of beer, wine, liquor, or whatever, and they see a so-called preacher or another person that say they go to church, and they're like, oh, excuse me, man, and they put their beer away and they stop. You putting that person on a pedestal. That person ain't nothing. That person ain't nothing but a human being, nothing but a human being just like me and you. Don't put no person on a pedestal. The man that you put on the pedestal, he came here and been gone already. King Yahushua, God's son. That's the only one. And the majority of the time, that brother or sister who you putting that beer or liquor away for, they do just as much wrong as you do. So I just want to do this quick video to you brothers. And I got a series coming up called What is Sin? That I'm working on, that will be dropping pretty soon. And I'm gonna go through this sin thing in its totality then, So I just wanted to bring these two out today, because I think that these two is one of the main ones that the brothers struggle with and they have questions about. So hopefully I helped you out with these two subjects, and they will be broached again. Definitely be broached again. So I just want you brothers, man, to just have confidence in yourself and don't get down on yourself, just because you smoke a little weed and you drink. Because in these last days, the Most High is calling you brothers to do a great work for your community, our community. He calling you, and a lot of your so-called, Christian family members and other brothers and sisters, it's going to try to make you look some kind of way just because you do certain things that they think sin, and it's not a sin. And I don't want them to discourage you. So don't worry about what they say. Keep the confidence and go in the scriptures for yourself. So peace.